Welcome to the 2020 AIA Columbus Architecture Awards. I'm Mike Valla, president of AIA Columbus. As we begin to wrap up 2020, I would like to take a moment to thank you all for your patience and understanding this year. 2020 has been a year that will stay with many of us for the rest of our lives, either because of the pandemic, the social justice movement that gained traction, or a myriad other reasons more personal to each of us. I know for me, I will never forget that I served as president of this chapter the year we had to do virtually everything virtually. Who would have thought we'd be doing our design awards on YouTube? We've had to change the way we think about engaging our members. When the pandemic forced lockdowns, we could no longer invite everyone to a lecture at the center and had to adapt to online formats. When riots broke out over police brutality toward minorities, we had to rethink how we were approaching race and social status relative to the profession. Both of those will have a major impact on how the chapter and the profession operates in the future. It's been a wild ride that we've all been on, and I hope that next year is a bit calmer and we can regain a sense of normalcy at some point. I would like to thank my family for putting up with me being on Zoom meetings and on hours, and for their support throughout the year. Thank you, Candace, Wesley, Aiden, and Miles. I also would like to thank the firm I work for, BSHM Architects, for giving me the support I needed to balance my job with the responsibilities of being the president of the chapter. Without the support of my family and colleagues, this would have been nearly impossible. And now to the 2020 Architecture Awards. This annual program's purpose is to recognize achievement across a broad range of architectural activity in order to elevate the standard of excellence for architectural practice in our region and to honor the architects, clients, interior designers, engineers, and many other consultants who work very hard to realize these great projects and improve the built environment. The program is also critical as a vehicle to recognize outstanding design beyond our profession, to inform the public of the value of transcendent architectural practice. Be sure to look for media coverage in the following days and repost or share the stories with your colleagues and friends. Our Committee on Design puts together this program each year, and we are grateful for all of their work. They include M.A. Moore, co-chair, Lindsay Mitchell, co-chair, Kurt Miller, Brian Peterson, Jessica Sprankle, Alexander Argrace, Clark Sabula, Bill Cody, and Jeff Gillick. I would also like to thank Elizabeth Creel, Executive Director of AIA Columbus, and Kisti Gitasupatro for all their hard work on putting together this virtual program. The submissions were juried earlier this fall in Philadelphia. Billy Faircloth, AIA of Kieran Timberlake, served as the head juror. She was supported by the following jury members: Jules Dingle, FAIA of Digsaw, Fatima Oliveri Martinez, AIA of Kieran Timberlake, Karen Blanchard, AIA of Sitio Architecture and Urbanism, Eric Oski, AIA of Moto Design Shop. Here is what we have in store for today. We'll start the program with the President's Award, followed by 2 Merit Award announcements. But first, let's thank our sponsors.
Thank you to our sponsors who have stood by AIA Columbus during these challenging times. They have been more than sponsors. They are true partners. Many are helping us provide online courses and other resources to help architects. Their support is critical. EDGE is an integrated team of planners, landscape architects, and development consultants. Thank you, Ted. Terracon, specializing in environmental facilities, geotechnical and materials consulting, and engineering services. Thank you to Don, Bob, Kelly, and Kevin. Thank you to Paul J. Ford & Company. They offer high-quality structural engineering services to clients in the Americas and abroad. Thank you, David. Many thanks to Pella, a window and door manufacturer. Thank you, Carol and Andy. Design Pro, serving the insurance and risk management needs of the architect. Thank you, Brad Bush. New this year, ARC Document Solutions. ARC is a full-service print and document management provider, helping organizations to seamlessly manage their information and documents. Thank you, Joyce. The architecture firm of BSHM. Thank you for supporting Mike Valla. Founded in 1964, KORDA is an internationally recognized engineering firm providing mechanical, electrical, structural, technology, civil engineering, and surveying and commissioning services. Thank you, Ed. Fikanoff Photography, an internationally recognized architectural, interior, and commercial photography studio. Now, a word from our sponsor.
Greetings to the Columbus architect community. I'm Dave Grubbs with Paul J. Ford & Company. We are very proud to support AIA Columbus as a title sponsor for the 5th consecutive year. Behind me is the beautiful skyline of downtown Columbus. Many of you have had an impact on this skyline over the years. Thank you for making Columbus a truly exceptional city. 2020 has been a difficult year and in some ways a defining year. We've certainly found new ways to work and to do award ceremonies. While I know most of you are ready to put this year behind us, there was a lot of great work over the last year that needs to be recognized. On behalf of the entire Paul J. Ford organization, congratulations to the nominees and best of luck to you. Enjoy the virtual ceremony, and hopefully we will be back in person next year.
Each year, the President bestows an award to a member in recognition of their service to AIA Columbus. This year, it's my honor to present the President's Award to Chris Haight, AIA. In recognition of his leadership to the AIA Columbus Academy of Architecture for Health Knowledge Community. This knowledge community is an exemplary model of collaboration and intellectual discussion. Chris works tirelessly to engage local and regional architects on relevant healthcare conversations and connects them to the best local and national projects. His leadership, dedication, and perseverance is appreciated and admired.
I would like to thank Michael Valla and the AIA Columbus Board for this prestigious honor. The Academy of Architecture for Health chapter in Columbus is a dedicated group of professionals who continue to raise the bar of what it means to deliver healthcare architecture, not only in our community, but around the nation and the globe. This year has been a challenge, to say the least. I am continually in awe by the commitment of our members to show up in a virtual environment, provide meaningful discourses on the challenges faced within healthcare, and ways we can solve these issues as a collective. We are doing amazing things here in Central Ohio and abroad. By sharing this work with each other, we can all continue to learn and grow. It is because of our members that we have had success, and for that, I share this honor with you. I would like to thank Craig Watterson, Peter Bardwell, Jane Janowitz, to name a few, my predecessors and mentors who have built up our group over the past 15 years. It is on your shoulders that we continue to push forward. And of course, we cannot be successful without the tireless work of Elizabeth and Kesey. I am truly thankful for all the hard work you both do for the committee and the chapter. To my family, my friends, my colleagues, who have patience with me as I balance my many responsibilities, to you, I am truly grateful. I am deeply humbled by the honor, and again, my many thanks to Michael and the AIA Columbus Board.
Merit Award in the category of Large Project. Moliette Village Community Building. Architect, WSA. Client, The Ohio State University at Mansfield. Ohio State University developed regional campuses in the 1950s. Traditionally, they were thought to be commuter campuses. Since then, regional campuses have become more accessible for traditional in-residence students. Moliette Village Community Center is the student life center adjacent to student housing and offers 3 unique ways to connect students to one another and the greater university community. The facility is located on the northern edge of the primary pedestrian connector to the main academic quad at the gateway to campus residential housing. Conceived as an edge building, the simple linear building shape maximizes the exposure to the south-facing facade, which incorporates window groups, integrated seating, and access for students. An esplanade along the south edge of the building includes seating, a fire pit, and a grilling station, which enrich the residential experience for students. The building is a destination for student study groups, clubs, and extracurricular activity. It also serves as a large gathering area for on-campus residents during times of celebration.
The Molliet Village Community Building maximizes the posture of a simple building topology. The jury commends the design team for artfully applying a standard set of general rules and developing a well-designed, well-proportioned project. Key decisions, such as the building siting and its color in the landscape, are deliberately executed, and they emphasize the real value of everyday architecture.
Now, a word from our sponsor.
Hello everyone, I'm Ted Hardesty with Edge. Once again this year, Edge is very happy to be a sponsor for the Architecture Awards. It's our favorite event of the year. I think we always leave here rejuvenated and inspired by the great work that gets done right here in Central Ohio by so many talented people and talented firms. So kudos to all of you who submitted such excellent work this year, and special congratulations to the winners. Thanks again.
Merit Award in the Small Project category, Victorian Village Residents. Architect, Rogers Kranek Architects. Client, Daryl and Kimberly Rogers. The circa 1890 Victorian vernacular style home was saved from demolition in 1980, purchased for $1 and relocated 2 blocks away in the historic Victorian Village neighborhood just north of downtown Columbus. Over the years, several renovation projects took place, although many of the original historic materials remained. The current owners were interested in retaining historic elements, undoing some of the changes, and envisioned the opportunity to expand into the open portions of the site. The philosophy from exterior changes was to provide a subtle yet distinct contrast between the historic home and new elements. All proposed exterior changes were scrutinized and approved by the Neighborhood Architectural Review Commission. Inside, the contrast between the historic house and the modern addition is more pronounced. In the historic portion of the home, all remaining original trim, casing, doors, fireplace mantles were restored and refinished.
The Victorian Village Residence is a thoughtful transformation of an 1890s Victorian-style home, and the jury commends the design team for the entrancing merger of historical elements and new spatial interventions. The jury also noted an effortless approach to materiality, coupled with the strategic introduction of natural light.
And that commences day 1 of our 2020 AIA Columbus Architecture Awards. Congrats again to all of our winners.